let me ask you guys, when you fly, you go window or aisle?
Aisle.
See, I go aisle because I don't like asking the person in the aisle if I can get up to use the bathroom, you know? Because I feel like when you come back from your seat, there's maybe a 5% chance that when you go, hey, can I get back to my seat? They're gonna go, no, why don't you suck my dick, actually? And you go, excuse me? And they go, suck my dick. And then what do? You're in the air, you know, you can't fight them. You gotta call the flight attendant over and you're like, he told me to suck his dick. And she's like, well, stand up for yourself. He's 14 years old. I guess what I'm saying is I kind of missed flying private with Jeffrey Epstein, you know? And I miss my friend. Now, let me ask you this. Do you guys have a favorite airline? What's your favorite airline? Okay. See, Delta, JetBlue. Delta's like the number one answer, but I don't like Delta because when you fly basic economy on Delta, they don't let you earn miles on those flights. Which I know that's me letting you guys know that money's a little tight right now. You know? That is like me being like, yeah, and they don't let you take the cans with you after the flight. Just give me the cans. You're not using them. Come on, I brought my shopping cart and my pit bull. But yeah, money is a little tight, you know. And when money's tight, people try to give you advice. Like I was talking to my grandmother the other day. She's 98, and she goes, you know, Michael, I hope you're making coffee at home and not buying it at the coffee shop. And I said, shut the fuck up, okay? Shut up. What kind of advice is that? I was like, I've never made coffee at home in my entire life. Every day I buy a $7 black coffee from a trans woman who hates me, okay? Yeah, and if you want to help me financially, how about you pass away, all right? Got my eye on that Instapot of yours. Give me your slow cooker, you know? You're not using it. Money's tight because I got a little 3-year-old at home. I got a little 3-year-old beautiful baby boy. Yeah, thank you. And the other day one of my friends, he was like, "Hey man, but I got to tell you, like, it's really inspiring that you're living in New York City and you're raising a family and you're doing comedy." And I said, "Well, let me stop you right there. I think about killing myself every day." Every day I wake up and I go, would I be worth more to my family dead than alive? And should I get life insurance and do suicide by cop? I'm like, should I find a cop on the street and flick his nipples until he snaps? Then I get to leave something to my family. If you're not laughing, you don't have children, okay? Not my problem. No, but I do like my kid a lot. He's awesome, you know. Some people don't like their kids. Like, I was reading this article recently. These parents tried to hire a hitman to kill their 3-year-old. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you guys are overthinking this one a little bit. You know? I don't know if you ever met a 3-year-old, but they're kind of always trying to kill themselves. I don't know if you need a hitman. I think all you need is like an uncut grape, you know? Cut his chicken tenders a little bigger and then go check the mail and mission accomplished. But it didn't work because all hitmen are undercover cops. But I was like, how did you think that was gonna go? Like, you're gonna be at Chuck E. Cheese and a hitman's gonna come in and only shoot your toddler in the head? Because then what happens? The cops show up and you're like, yeah, I don't know, he had a lot of enemies. Yeah, I think he fucked someone's wife, actually. Kid had that dog in him, you know? But I'll tell you what's nice, you know? I do feel like I'm raising my kid in a more tolerant time than the time that I grew up in, you know? Because I grew up in the late 90s and the early 2000s, and I think you forget that, like, everybody was homophobic back then, you know? Like, I got a cappuccino the other day, and the guy who made it drew, like, a little heart in the foam. And I was like, if this was 2003, I would have to fuck this guy up for doing that. But instead, we just kissed. I was like, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Don't tell my wife that I was here. So I don't care if my kid is gay or trans or whatever. I guess I just want to know what he is as soon as possible, so I don't like waste my time raising him straight. You know? I feel like it would be very embarrassing if you taught your son how to eat pussy, and then that wasn't his thing. If you're like, son, turn the Xbox off. We're having a family meeting. I'm like, all right. So your mother's full of ecstasy, and I want you to watch and learn. And then 2 years later, he's like, I'm gay. Like, you would feel so stupid. You'd be like, please don't tell anybody. But yeah, I don't know. World's getting better, I think, maybe. I don't know. I feel like the media freaks out about trans women a lot, but you don't hear as much about trans men, like when a woman transitions to a guy. And I think the reason for that is, like, that's just really cool, you know? That's like a chance for me to make a new friend. And it's so hard to make friends after you're 30, you know? Like a trans, you're like, hey, welcome to the winning team, you know? Yeah, you're gonna like it here. So let me show you around. Here's where we piss. It's everywhere. And here's how to lose $2,000 trading Bitcoin in one weekend. Oh, you're sad? Go punch that drywall, you know? You'll feel better. Yeah. You guys following Israel Palestine? Good night. No, I've been following it. I think it's hard because I think everybody's biased in one way or another, you know? Like for me, you know, I've never had a Palestinian keep my security deposit. So I don't always know like who to root for, you know? I've never rented a shithole apartment from a Palestinian who wore shiny jeans and drove a Range Rover and stole $1,500 from me. So I'm like kind of biased, you know? What else is happening? You guys following the NBA playoffs? That's exciting. I like the drama of it, you know, the stories. Like I was watching this TikTok and this guy was like Anthony Edwards is the new face of the NBA. He's like they were trying to push Jason Tatum, but nobody with that light skin shit. And I'm just watching like, yeah, nobody with that light skin shit. I have been trying to be more alpha though, you know, in my day-to-day life. Are you guys trying to be more alpha? No? That's good. It's probably good. I was listening to this alpha male podcast, and this guy was like, this alpha male guy, he was saying, don't date single moms, because if you raise another man's kids, you're a cuck. But I was like, I don't think I agree with that, because if you're raising if you're dating a single mom and her kids like you, and their dad is not around, like, you're literally stealing another man's kids. I can't think of a better way to cuck somebody, to be honest. I mean, I would be sending that guy videos every single day. Just like, yeah, what's up, bitch? I'm watching Bluey with your son right now. Yeah, you like this macaroni necklace? Your daughter made it for me. It says to the dad who stepped up. Anyway. But that's my time. I'm Mike Recine. Thank you very much.